2nd Avenue in the area of 62nd Street to 79th Street. Basically, you're talking about the city of Miami, the Northeast Corridor, and there are several city of Miami police officers, as you can see, right behind this car. It is a blue Ford Expedition, and police are telling us there are robbery suspects inside that car. And as you can see, they have absolutely no intention of stopping. Now it looks like at this point that it's getting on I-95. Again, I-95 in the city of Miami. We have a very dangerous situation right now where these suspects, armed robbery suspects, according to police, are inside this blue Ford Expedition with absolutely no intention of stopping. Now, a little while ago, the car came to an intersection in the city of Miami where it actually looked like it was blocked in, couldn't get anywhere around that intersection. We saw a city of Miami police officer get out and try actually pointing a gun to get these people out of the car, and that didn't work. The car got around several cars, went through the surface streets, and right now this vehicle is on I-95 heading northbound and passing northwest, or northeast rather, 95th Street. So that's the situation right now. We have a high-speed chase, as you can see it right now from Chopper 4, with City of Miami police cars right behind it. This high-speed chase taking place on I-95 in the city of Miami. Going northbound, you can tell there's a lot of cars out there. People can hear the sirens, see the police cars out there, and these people in this car, according to police, are armed robbery suspects involved in an armed robbery in the city of Miami. Again, you have those City of Miami police officers behind the vehicle, and look at it, just weaving from one lane to the other, going at a high rate of speed, absolutely no intention of stopping. An extremely dangerous situation taking place right now on I-95 in the city of Miami. Again, it's going northbound on I-95. A little while ago, it was on Biscayne Boulevard, on Northeast 2nd Avenue, near the Design District at Northeast Miami at certain points in time. But again, getting on I-95 and going at a very high rate of speed. Look at the police officer now coming right next to the car. Police officer coming very close to the vehicle. Does not look like there's a lot of cars out there. There are cars on 95, but not a very busy traffic situation there. But you can see several police cars right behind these suspects. If you're just joining us, again, these are armed robbery suspects, according to the city of Miami. They have been chased now for the past 15 to 20 minutes with no intention of stopping. We do not have specific information on where this robbery took place, other than it was somewhere in the city of Miami, and City of Miami police officers are trying to find the suspect. And now, any moment now, it's going to be going towards the Golden Glades interchange, where you're going to have a lot of traffic, a lot of cars there. They could either continue going northbound on I-95 or possibly go westbound on the Palmetto, the Florida Turnpike. Several options there, but at this point the car is going strictly northbound on I-95, nearing the Golden Glades interchange. You can see that police car, that's a City of Miami police car, right behind the car, right to the right of this Ford Expedition. Again, at least two suspects. We're told there are at least two suspects inside this vehicle, and they are both wanted for an armed robbery that took place in the city of Miami. If you're just joining us, or if you know anybody who's on I-95 right now, you might want to give them a call. A very dangerous situation. The car is going northbound near the Golden Glades interchange. We have Chopper 4 over the scene. We've been following this for the last few minutes here in the newsroom, and just incredulous at just the disregard for safety that this driver has. At one point, as I mentioned earlier, the car was stopped at an intersection in the city of Miami. It looked like it had nowhere to go, but the driver was somehow able to get around several cars, even as police officers had their guns pointed at the driver of the vehicle. Again, the Miami police officers right behind that car with the sirens blaring and going at a very high rate of speed. It looks like they're very close to the Golden Glades interchange. In fact, I'm being told by our producers here that the car is now at the Golden Glades interchange. At least two suspects in that vehicle, a Ford Expedition. Now, we're trying to figure out if the car is still on 95 or has possibly getting on one of the other interstates. Still, I'm being given the thumbs up. The car is indeed still northbound on I-95, just passing the Golden Glades interchange. Take a look at that, how fast it's going, how total disregard this driver has for the safety of the other drivers out there. And a little while ago, it was on the surface streets in the city of Miami, and again, just blowing past stop signs, red lights, you name it, weaving in and out of traffic. Now, we're told that Miami Gardens Police may also be involved. I'm sure there are several police departments. It's going through Miami Gardens is what I'm being told, on I-95. You've got the city of Miami out there. You may have other police agencies, but we can definitely confirm the city of Miami is after these armed robbery suspects who have no intention of stopping. We do not have information on the armed robbery itself or where it occurred or what time it occurred. The only information we do have is that there are at least 2 suspects inside that car and that they were, according to police, involved in an armed robbery situation in the city of Miami. Again, that's a blue Ford Expedition. You can see it's now approaching Ives Dairy Road in the North Miami-Dade part of town. Getting very close to Ives Dairy Road. They're on I-95. They blew past the Golden Glades interchange, and now they're approaching Ives Dairy Road. Miami police continue behind them. We would imagine that other police agencies, Miami-Dade would also be involved, but at this point we're just seeing the City of Miami police cars. We're going to stay with you. We want to stay with this for you because we obviously have a very dangerous situation and want to let you know what happens here. Hopefully the police will get this car to stop and will hopefully get these suspects, but as you can tell, these guys have absolutely no intention of being stopped by police. Now, we're told right now that the agencies are alerting BSO about this chase because they're getting very close to the Broward County line. And take a look at just how close those 2 police cars are to the vehicle. They have one on either side. It continues just to go with a total disregard for the speed limit for other vehicles, for other cars out there, and just blowing past everybody else on the highway. We're just looking at these live pictures from Chopper 4. This has been going on now, I would say, for about 20-25 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, this car was on the surface streets of the city of Miami before they finally got on I-95, somewhere around the 79th Street, or more or less that area in the north, in the city of Miami, but the north part of the city of Miami.
So it's in Broward.
Again, they have alerted BSO because they are headed toward Hallandale Beach at this point. That will be the first part of the southern part of Broward County. But again, this car is headed northbound on I-95. We're told that the Florida Highway Patrol is involved. Of course, Miami Police Department, they're the lead agency. Miami-Dade, we have the Broward Sheriff's Office as well involved. And now they're heading into Hallandale Beach, into Broward County. And you can see what happened there as it hit the side of the road. You can see the car is damaged and police are still next to that vehicle. Again, these are armed robbery suspects, so police are taking this situation very seriously. They're not going to take any chances. Earlier, police were pointing guns at these suspects, and they had refused to get out of the car. Again, police believe they are armed, so they're going to handle this situation extremely sensitively. We have the location is Hallandale Beach Boulevard, just off I-95. You can see police officers, City of Miami police officers are right behind the car. It hit that guardrail. It was going at such a high rate of speed, lost control, hit that guardrail. You can tell the damage to the front of that vehicle. And as far as we know, the 2 suspects are still inside this blue Ford Expedition. The Miami police officers very carefully getting closer to the vehicle. We're going to stay with these live pictures from Chopper 4 just to see how this thing turns out. But again, these are at least 2 armed robbery suspects wanted in the city of Miami. They have been pursued by City of Miami police officers for the past 20-25 minutes through surface roads, through I-95. They finally got off on Hallandale Beach Boulevard, hit that that guardrail on the side there. You can see the damage to the front of the vehicle, and there you see the arm. It's a little dark, but you can see the driver with his arms out of the driver's side of the vehicle, apparently surrendering to police. I would imagine the police are trying to get that guy out of the vehicle because you don't know who else is in that car. So let's see how police handle this situation. You got the driver showing his hands outside the vehicle. Police are right behind the vehicle with police dogs as well, but being very careful here because you have 2 very dangerous suspects. Now, the guy is actually coming out of the the window of the vehicle. Let's see what happens here. Let's just take this in. Miami police on the scene, standing by as this guy gets out of the vehicle. This, I presume, is the driver of that Ford SUV, but we believe there may be someone else in there. So we have one suspect now out of the car, and we have CBS 4's Michael Williams is on the scene. We're trying to establish communication with Michael, but the police are coming up on this driver. We believe there may be somebody else in the car. Now let's find out if this is in fact the case. You can see all the police officers out there. They have the driver on the ground. He put his arms out of the window and actually couldn't even open the door of the SUV, came out through the driver's window, and now police are surrounding the vehicle. It's a little dark there. I can't really tell what else is going on there. The picture is a little bit dark, but we do have CBS 4's Michael Williams on the phone, and Michael is very close by. Michael, what do you see from your vantage point? All right. Okay, we do not have Michael Williams, but let's stay with these live pictures. Let's stay with these live pictures. You see that tanker truck right in front of the car. This is, again, the I-95 exit ramp right at Hallandale Beach Boulevard. These guys were tearing northbound on I-95, weaving in and out of traffic, and now we're told it looks like one person inside this car. Originally, we had been told there was more than one person, but now it appears one armed robbery suspect inside the car, now getting out. I think we do have Michael Williams on the phone. Michael.